Kenny Baker and Anthony Daniels. Lars von Trier and Bjork. Lars von Trier is famous for eliciting visceral reactions from his actors, but the most alarming instance was his work with Bjork on Dancer in the Dark. The Icelandic singer hated working with the Danish director so much that she once spat on the ground rather than say hello to him one morning, and allegedly ate her sweater in her trailer after a rather tense day on set. That last part might not be true, but with Bjork you can't rule anything out. More Dancer in the Dark, 61 of 170. The most utterly depressing movies ever made, 175 of 206 musical movies with the best songs, 298 of 356, the best musical movies of all time. Richard Dreyfuss and Robert Shaw. More Jaws behind the scenes of every death in Jaws, 120 of 1189, every Oscar-winning film ever, 62 of 480, the greatest movies for guys. Shannen Doherty and Jennie Garth. Charlie Sheen and Selma Blair. Debra Winger and Richard Gere. More An Officer and a Gentleman, 217 of 1189, every Oscar-winning film ever, 44 of 125, the greatest date movies of all time, 84 of 836, the greatest chick flicks ever made. Sharon Stone and Billy Baldwin. Sharon Stone and Billy Baldwin. Terry Hatcher and Marcia Cross. Shia LaBeouf and Tom Hardy. More Lawless, 1490 of 1540, the most rewatchable movies, 18 of 76, the 30-plus best modern Western movies, 4 of 52, the best movies released Labor Day weekend. Julia Roberts and Nick Nolte. More I Love Trouble, 140 of 151, the most rewatchable comedy movies, 87 of 264 movies that should be made into Broadway musicals, 45 of 59, the best movies released July 4th weekend. Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. More Dirty Dancing, 540 of 1189, every Oscar-winning film ever, 1978 of 3110, the greatest albums of all time, 403 of 553, the greatest epic movies ever made. Betty White and B. Arthur. If you thought the set of Golden Girls was all shots of bourbon and capfuls of Metamucil, then you were dead wrong. According to Rue McClanahan, the sexiest Golden Girl and White herself, B. Arthur hated White for seemingly no reason. Although there was speculation that Arthur, a seasoned theater actor, despised White for her television background and sunny disposition. White got the last laugh, if you haven't noticed. She's literally on Everything Ever Forever. More The Golden Girls behind the scenes, secrets from the Golden Girls, 13 of 241, the greatest TV shows for women, 16 of 447, the funniest TV shows of all time. Bill Murray and Harold Ramis. Hey, it's Bill Murray again. Why can't the sad hipster grandpa make friends with anyone he works with? Is it because they won't sing karaoke with him? The two tight-knit friends had their falling out on the set of Groundhog Day when, according to Murray, they argued about whether the film should be more philosophical or a straight comedy. The late Ramis insisted that their feud actually came to be because Murray brought his relationship baggage to the set. Thankfully, the two made up prior to Ramis's passing in 2014. Charlie Sheen and Chuck Lorre. More Two and a Half Men. The behind-the-scenes drama of 2.5 Men is even weirder than you imagined. 85 of 447, the funniest TV shows of all time. 38 of 77, the best CBS shows of all time. Will Smith and Janet Hubert. More The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Behind-the-scenes history of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Most people don't know. Ranking all of Will Smith girlfriends on Fresh Prince. 5 of 83, the best after-school shows from the 90s. Harrison Ford and Josh Hartnett. More Hollywood Homicide. 127 of 135, the best movies about movies. 37 of 43, the best Zeros cop movies. 17 of 27, the best Josh Hartnett movies. Kiefer Sutherland and Freddie Prinze Jr. Chad Michael Murray and Sophia Bush. More One Tree Hill. The best seasons of One Tree Hill. 307 of 389 TV shows that only smart people appreciate. 303 of 339, the best TV shows of the last 20 years. Bill Murray and Lucy Liu. Bill Murray and Lucy Liu. Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall. Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall. William Shatner and George Takei. Ryan Reynolds and Wesley Snipes. Baldwin and Shia LaBeouf. Lee Michelle and Naya Rivera. In what was a case of life imitating art, Michelle and Rivera's on-set relationship went from icy to UFC after the two were involved in a major altercation on set. We doubt that it was one of their classic sing-offs. At another point, both sides claimed that the other was kicked off the set for diva-like behavior, although the jury's still out on what really happened. More Glee. The best Glee characters of all time. 28 of 95, the best Dreamdy. Anne Hathaway and James Franco. On The Howard Stern Show, Franco referred to his 2011 Oscar co-host as a goody two-shoes and refused to defend her when the DJ talked about the Hatha-haters. Hathaway reportedly responded by not creating a terrible weirdo art piece about the feud. Stern set up the situation by saying, "Everyone sort of hates Anne Hathaway, and I've explained that I do too, and I don't even know why sometimes. She's just so affected and actress-why that even when she wins an award she's out of breath, and then she has the standard joke that sounds like it's been written for her. And it all seems so scripted and acted." Claire Danes and Leonardo DiCaprio. Claire and Leo may have played star-crossed lovers in the Baz Luhrmann adaptation of Romeo plus Juliet, but rumor has it their chemistry on set was anything but lovely. The word on the street is that Danes avoided DiCaprio at every turn. More Romeo plus Juliet. 54 of 125, the greatest date movies of all time. 262 of 836, the greatest chick flicks ever made. 382 of 1540, the most rewatchable movies. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. According to the Notebook director Nick Cassavetes, Gosling and McAdams, who would go on to have an IRL relationship, hated each other on set. One day, on a break from the set, the two actors had it out privately and things got better. Sort of. They were really not getting along one day on set. Really not. And Ryan came to me, and there's 150 people standing in this big scene, and he says, "Nick, come here," Cassavetes said. And he's doing a scene with Rachel and he says, "Would you take her out of here and bring in another actress to read off camera with me?" I said, "What?" He says, "I can't. I can't do it with her. I'm just not getting anything from this." More The Notebook 15 cheesy details reminding us why we still love The Notebook 21 of 277, the top tearjerker movies that make men cry, 15 of 200 the best teen romance movies.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care. Bye.